and gentlemen, you are welcome to today's reaction. Now it's been a while since we reacted last, so I won't try to waste more. I won't try to waste any time. I'll get straight into this reaction, and this reaction will be Salone JQ's "Forbidden Reality." I think this is a song he just put out recently, and I listened to the first, I think the first 1 minute of the song, about 1 minute of the song, and it was interesting. He has a message for us. See, I like it when a rap song doesn't just showcase your skill. You also have a message to give to us. You also have an opinion to express, an argument to make. You get. So I like such songs. So without wasting much time, guys, let's get to it. Let's get to it. If you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Let's go on. It was from a play. I think Charlie Chaplin's first audio. Audio movie. I think it was a stage play or something. You get. So Chaplin was giving a statement. Yeah, it was giving a statement. So let's just listen to the open. Sorry, I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my. Help everyone if I could. Um, Jews, Gentile, regardless of their race, human beings are like that. We want to help everyone. That's a lot of positivity in the human race. I personally think there's enough wealth. Yes, I know there's competition wherever people exist, but I personally feel like if people weren't trying to amass too much by hook or by crook, there is actually enough to go around for everyone.
Machinery that gives abundance to the world with hate has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has...
We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance
left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little.
We think too much and feel too little.
More than machinery, we need humanity. More than
machinery, we need humanity. More than machinery, we need humanity.
Cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent and all will be lost.
Hey, so basically, no matter how intelligent you are, no matter how more empowered you are than someone else, the message from Charlie Chaplin and from Salone JQ here is always be compassionate towards your fellow humans. Otherwise, we risk being violent, we risk not sharing, we risk taking, we risk stepping ourselves into blood, danger, and wars.
It is my forbidden reality. Write my name on a stone, tread a stone in the sea next to the skulls and bones of heroes and kings. Feed my flesh to the needy. Stone, tread a stone. Write my name on a stone, tread a stone in the sea next to the skulls and bones of heroes and kings. Feed my flesh to the needy.
Write my name on a stone, throw the stone into the sea. Write with the skulls and bones of heroes and kings.
Lord, wine. I'm like black to the and bones of heroes and kings. Feed my flesh to the needy. Blood as wine. I'm like black Jesus. I'm waiting on my time.
Feed my flesh to the needy. My blood as wine. I'm like black Jesus.
Lives throughout we whole life. The color of my wine. I'm like black Jesus. I'm waiting on my time. We've been slaves throughout we whole life. The color of my skin never give me right. Speak forbidden truth and set my soul free. Paint the picture on the wall, let the whole world see.
Speak my truth and set me free. Paint a picture on the wall and let the whole world see.
If we all gon' die, what we here for? Every day we die to survive in this cold world. If heaven is on earth, what we pray for? All I need is GPS for one direction. All the whole world see. If we all gon' die, what we here for? Every day we die to survive in this cold world.
He's asking a question. Said, if we are all going to die, then what are we here for? If we are all going to die, what are we here for? Say every day we die just to survive.
If heaven is on earth, what we pray for, all I need is GPS for one direction. If black kills black.
If heaven is on earth, what do we pray for? I wish to pray to get to heaven again. If heaven is on earth, what do we pray for? All I need is GPS for one direction.
It is GPS for one direction. If black kills black for no reason, why you mad when another color man do this? If Obama really love Mama Africa.
If black kills black for no reason, and then you get mad because another man does this, that question has bugged me for a while. You get, I mean, you hear things like killings in Chicago, for instance. Let's use Chicago for instance. We'll come back home. That more people died from black violence than soldiers died in Iraq war than the Iraq war. And then you wonder, with all the killings going on, shouldn't we be more concerned about black violence than we should be concerned about cops killing black people? And I'm not saying we should not be concerned about cops killing black people, but I think we pose more of a danger to ourselves. And why the two of them should be addressed, perhaps we should look back deep inside for the bigger threat. Just saying. And then when here also we talk about you're being mistreated outside for racism when you go out to the country. Oh, bruh, right inside your own country. It's like you're a foreigner in your own country being mistreated.
Why let us no reason? Why you mad when another color man do this? If Obama really love Mama Africa, why he let his own people die of Ebola? I heard people call United States an evil empire. Africa, why he let his own people die of Ebola?
If Obama really cares about Mother Africa, why did he let his own people die of Ebola? Okay, that question was asked by many people during the Ebola outbreak in Africa as a whole. Now, there were cases in the US and they were treated immediately. Like they didn't waste any time. But they didn't release the drugs here. They didn't release the drugs for us to use. Yeah, the same treatment. Well, it's their country, but if you care about us like you say you do, I would expect that something that serious, you hurry to give us the cure if you have found it, or at least a treatment like you did give to those people from your country who suffered it. But we did not get it. So he's asking, if Obama really loves Mother Africa, why did he not give us the cure to Ebola? Why did he let those people die to Ebola? Die from Ebola.
I heard people call United States an evil empire. The only way to heaven is Saudi Arabia. But if Saudi call United States an evil empire, the only way to heaven is Saudi Arabia. But if Saudi is the way to heaven, then why they are friends with United States? If black so black, why he let his own people die of Ebola? I heard people call United States an evil empire. The only way to heaven is Saudi Arabia. But if Saudi is the way to heaven, then why Arabia? But if Saudi is the way to heaven, then why they are friends with United States?
He asked the question. He said, I've heard people say United States is an evil empire. And then they say Saudi Arabia is the only way to heaven. Saudi Arabia is the way to heaven. So if Saudi Arabia is the way to heaven, how is Saudi Arabia the way to heaven being friends with the evil empire? Doesn't match, doesn't add up, doesn't relate. So that somebody is telling lies, or some people have been misleading us, or it's either the United States is not an evil empire, or Saudi is selling out. You can frame questions around that all day. You can keep framing questions around it, but it's a legit question. If Saudi Arabia is the way to heaven and yours an evil empire, how are they friends?
If black sold black during slavery days, then I guess we need God for his saving grace.
If black sold black during slavery days, then I guess we need God for his saving grace. Bruh, no lie. Bruh, no lie. Yeah, it's tragic that the slavery issue happened. Again. But within ourselves, we're not completely innocent of the slavery issues that happened. I mean, it was our own people sold our own people, get, for palm oil, for glass, for mirrors, for biscuits. Our own people sold our own people to the white people. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. And it's not like these things don't happen today. You get, it's not like these things don't happen today. Let's even leave the actual slavery issues that were going on somewhere in North Africa, was it Libya or Morocco? Let's even leave those ones here. Let's even leave those ones. We find our leaders being corrupt, you get, exploiting us and allowing foreign companies exploit us just for the money they will get. It's the same thing. It's slavery, if you ask me. A foreign company comes in, offers conditions that will not benefit the citizens of an African country, and the African leader agrees to those conditions because he gets money from it. That's the same thing as selling. I mean, if it's not the same thing, it's quite close, as blacks selling blacks again to the whites for benefits. It's crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff.
I saw July before June, why God for his saving grace. I saw July before June, why we still a me. Thank God I'm doing good each and every day.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery.
And for real, that's something we should do. We should live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. Like, sometimes you have friends, in quote, who are making it. You get, and then you try to ask, like, I mean, show me way now. How far? Show me way. You get, how do I make big money like you are doing too? But some of these people don't want to show you way because they don't want any competition. They don't want anyone to make it as good as they are. They feel better. They feel better about themselves when they are the only ones making that much success. They derive pleasure from you not doing as well as they are doing. So then, that would be a good example of people deriving joy from another person's misery. But Charlie Chaplin in this message was talking about you should be able to derive joy from another person's happiness and not their misery. We should live off people's happiness and not their misery. Get, help people. Lend a helping hand to people. Get, you should be happy when you put smiles on people's faces. That should give you joy, not seeing them suffer.
Somebody tell me why African leaders only show love to the people when it's time for election. Somebody tell me why this.
If that is not true, if that is not true, man, Nigaro, a rapper, one of our legendary rappers here in Nigeria, back in the days, made a statement. He said that Akota Inkwana campaign, then go boom, begin pop champagne. Meaning, after they finish telling us all the stories of what they will do for us during the campaign, when they win the election, they will ignore us and start drinking champagne. Crazy stuff. Yeah. So that's what he's saying here. That why is it that African leaders only care about the people when it's time for election?
People never realize our leaders are nothing but a shame to a nation. True. Why no cure for HIV/AIDS? Why is it illegal for a man become gay? Why? If religion was created by God, why Christians and Muslims they fight every day? Why? No love.
If religion was created by God, why Muslims and Christians fighting every day? Somebody is wrong. Somebody has to be wrong. There's no way all of us are right and then all of us hate ourselves. Somebody has to be wrong. Christianity says Jesus is the only way. Muslims say, nah, Allah is the only true God. Okay, and at the end of the day, somebody has to be right and somebody has to be wrong. If God created all these religions, how come we are hating on ourselves?
Among blacks really hurts my soul. Some die young, some young dying old. Cops killing innocent people and walk away free. I'm not safe, mama, my life is at risk. Scientists said life started in Africa. History said we all came from Africa. Out of all prophets created by God, only prophet Moses was born in Africa.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery.
Check. I kneel down in front of God and I take this oath. Back on the arch from the soul, man, I pen those notes. If I'm not having seats, please let me go. But if I am, then listen how the story goes. One religion, one government, one currency. We're living by our rules that you can't see on TV. The modernized slavery call is government, how the story goes. One religion, one government, one currency. We're living by our rules that you can't see on TV. The modernized slavery call is a privilege. Boss supervision killing Africans down there. World War III getting close. If I am, then listen how the story goes. One religion, one government, one currency. We're living by our rules that you can't see on TV. The modernized slavery call is a privilege. Boss supervision killing Africans down there. World War III getting closer. Guess after that, just call the world over. Is there any organs in the state for sale? We got killed for our organs by the government. War got over. Is there any organs in the state for sale? We got killed for our organs by the government. War.
I'm sorry.
By the guns that just call the world over. Is there any organs in the state for sale? We got killed for our organs by the government.
Is there any organs in the state for sale? We got to kill for our organs by the government. I don't think I get that line.
We got killed for our organs. Guess after that, just call the world over. Is there any organs in the state for sale? We got killed for our organs by the government. War.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery.
The world, man. The world's going crazy every day, man. May God save our souls.
Wow, crazy and deep stuff from Salone JQ, asking important questions that I don't think a lot of people are asking. But a lot of people are asking, but I don't think it's the majority of people that are asking. Majority of people just go with the flow. And I think that is wrong. We should be more conscious of our environment, more conscious of our political environment, more conscious of our social environment, and understand that some of these things are just plain manipulation. That's what it is. Some of these things are just plain manipulation. I feel like personally in Africa we have more enemies within than the whites are enemies to us, than the Europeans are enemies to us, than foreign governments are enemies to us. Yeah. The major problem we have is not, to me, it's not racism, it's not foreign countries treating us like we're inferior. It is us being antagonistic to our own selves, and I think that's the biggest problem we have. And Salone JQ just pointed out here on this track too. So guys, that's my reaction to Salone JQ's don't forget the name again. Salone JQ's Forbidden Reality. So guys, please follow him up on IG, follow him on Twitter, support the man's trade. He's doing a good job if you ask me, guys.